Chromacopia. 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 This reveal has come out for like 3 or 4 days now. And here's my guess. Here's my here's my theory. Cause think about it. I want you to really think about it. Chromacopia. Chromophobia. Everybody walking into a line, into a box, and it explodes. But when it explodes, it explodes in such an amazing, such a foreseen, such a grandiose fashion with a big, big explosion, straight fire, and the color switches, clicks back on like a light switch. Now, Tyler the Creator is not a stranger when it comes to symbolism. He is far from a stranger from that. And I think that's exactly what he's doing now. Look at all his albums. Every single one, it has to do with something with love. It has something to do with love. And I believe this album is a little bit more different in the fact that it's not about him this time. I think this is all speculatory. You saw in that video, the coloring was dull. Everybody was walking into the box. But there was a general. It was a person. It was a someone leading them into that box. In Tyler's case, I feel like this album is not going to be uh about the traditional sense of love, but the love of the people. Yeah, you understand me well. I'm talking about parasocial love. The love of a fan. Stick with me here. You're a fan. Whether you like it or not, you are a fan of something. And in that being a fan of something, you're going to be collectively grouped in with another fan and another fan and another fan, and eventually it forms a fan base. It's a line of people that love the exact same thing you do in one sense. Following, following, dragging your feet, walking in a straight, orderly manner, following every single crumb like a scout, you're still gonna be a fan. There are a lot of Tyler fans that would buy a lot of his merch, and hey, I would love to buy a lot of his merch if I had money, but I don't. So I try to copy his sense of style. I love his clothing sense of style. What's the perfect way to say this? It's right at the cusp of my mouth, but there is a general leading people to a box in a dull atmosphere. They're in unison, and they're going to be blown up, and it's going to be grandiose, and it's going to be full of color. And what does that mean exactly? I'd say it's almost like an expository. And I don't mean an expository as he did this, he did this, he did this. I think this album is going to be the expository of how people treat love, or how love is affected against them, against people. It's not about Tyler the Creator anymore and how his love story goes. It's about the love of how people treat Tyler the Creator and and literally everyone else. They're walking in a straight line. They're fans. They love it, but too much of that love will get them destroyed. And I feel like I'm wrong just saying that. It's something else that I'm missing from the picture. I can't say it right now. Tyler. Someone clicks that button to expose them or destroy them. It could really be symbolism for anything. It's like realizing it brings color to everything. It's such a weird way to say it, but I really do think this album is going to have something to do with love. And it's going to be anything but what Tyler has ever done anymore. I think this time, I think this time Tyler is going to expose you for the lover, the fan that you are. You would crawl and grasp for Tyler. You would beg for him to come up with new stuff, new things. You're begging, you're craving for new things. But that's the problem. You just can't do that. You can't just expect new things and crave and want those new things and be expected to be handed to him. I believe that's the only reason this album was kept a secret for so long. Frank Ocean has been gone for so long. Frank Ocean's fans have been crying, begging, crawling for him to come back. And possibly, if he would ever pop up again, it would most likely, probably, on this album. I believe Frank Ocean will make some kind of collab or even a single synth wave or something polluting to Frank Ocean in this album. Sorry, I feel like I'm going in circles. I feel like I'm just some crazy theorist. Speaking of theorists, I used to watch Game Theory. He taught me and woke up my mind to see things outside the box, at least the majority of the times. Or, no, the minority of the times. I'm not that bright. Green. It's not my favorite color. It's mostly associated with the earth, I guess. But what's green inverted? Pink. Now, let me tell you, I like the color pink. I really fuck with it. I like pink. Ooh, love it. Tyler's last album was, I wouldn't necessarily say warm colors, but it was majority good warm colors. It was a majority pastel. It was a very nice, pasty, a very vibeful thing. I don't know how to say. I'm sorry. It's a very happy vibe behind it. It's a very pastel, a very a very old timey, a very happy vibe. Pastel. And where I'm going with this is because it's pink, right? And what's the name of of the snippet that we first see with the do you see the do you feel that fire? Fire, fire. Hold on. Sorry. What's it called again? Saint what? Saint Chrome? Was that really what it's called? I forgot, sorry. Saint, like Saint Valentine? But why would Tyler the Creator call himself Saint Valentine? He's not really Valentine in this case, he's Saint someone else, but Saint someone else that isn't Valentine. And with green being the inverse of pink, what does this mean? Well, I don't know. This is all just. Wait a minute, I just realized. So green is the inverse of pink. Saint Valentine would be pink. Saint Chrome or whatever would be green. Cupid or Valentine is mostly known for getting people together. What if Green or Saint Chrome or whoever, or if I keep forgetting the name, Saint Chrome or whatever is bringing fans or bringing the love all to him selfishly, greedily, making everybody a fan. And just look on TikTok. I mean, you can see it almost everywhere. People with green profiles, people are just raving out about this new album. I truly do believe this album has something to do with the love of others instead of Tyler the Creator. I think it's going to be about Tyler the Creator experiencing the love of others and how it affects him or affects something. I'm so sorry. I'm going to stop myself now before I ramble on again. I'm so sorry. This video was made frantically. Like 12 a.m. in the morning, frantically. Like 12 a.m. in the morning before school, frantically. So, yeah. Like and subscribe. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. CHROMAKOPIA.